This is your time. This is your season. And this is your moment. This is Dr. Tommy Campbell Jr. Welcome to another edition of This Is Your Time. This is your season. And this is your moment. I'm your certified life coach, your mindset coach, your motivator, your inspirator. I want you to know you are destined for greatness. Listen, let me tell you, you are phenomenal. You are special. You are gifted. I'm excited. You are amazing. You matter. And I love you with all of my heart. You are greatness. You are intelligent. You are smart. And I want you to know that you are destined for greatness. This is really your time. This is really your season. This is really your moment. And I want you to get it in your mind right now. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to become, I want you to get it in your mind right now. And once you get it in your mind, I want you to see yourself accomplishing your dreams in your mind. You have to see it before you see it. You can do it. You can be it. You can become it. Come on. Come on, say, I can. Come on, say, I will do it. Say, I can do it. Say, I must do it. Listen, I know something that you may not know about yourself. If you're watching this motivational video, I know you want to do something great with your life. Come on. I want you to do something great with your life. I want you to do something spectacular with your life. You are greatness. You are special. And I want you to know, I believe in you. Tell yourself, say, I believe in myself. Say, I believe in myself. Let me tell you my dreams. My dream is, my dream is to speak in the NFL. I am going to speak in the NFL. My dream is to speak in the NBA. I am going to speak in the NBA. My dream is to speak internationally. I am going to speak internationally. Why? Because this brings me to the title of this motivational video. The title of this motivational video is, It's Time. It's time for you to accomplish your dreams. It's time for you to go back to school and get that GED. It's time for you to get that doctoral degree. It's time for you to get that PhD. It's time for you to write that book. It's time for you to win the Super Bowl. It's time for you to win the NBA championship. It's time for you to win the World Series. It's time for you to win the NCAA championship. It's time for you to become a doctor. It's time for you to become a nurse. It's time for you to become an actor. It's time for you to write that book. It's time for you to become a motivational speaker. It's time for you to do whatever you said you want to do. It's time. I'm about to give you 7 principles. I'm not going to be long with you today. I'm going to give you 8 principles that is going to revolutionize your life. I'm going to give you 8 principles that is going to change your life forever. Listen, this is billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar information that I'm giving you for free. I get in front of this camera for free every day for the whole world. Why? Because I love you all and I care about you and I believe in you. I want to see you successful. I want to see you accomplish your dreams. I want to see you healthy. I want to see you prosperous. I want to see you whole. I want to see you accomplish all of your dreams. I want to see you full of joy. I want to see you full of happiness. Principle number 1. Greatness and success will come to you at the right time. That's what you need to know. Greatness and success, it will come to you at the right time. When it's time for you to blow up, you're going to blow up. When it's time for you to become successful, you're going to become successful. When it's time for you to become great, you're going to become great. And listen, I want to tell you, now is the time for you to become great. Now is the time for you to become successful. It's time. Principle number 2. It's time for you to prosper. It's time for you to prosper. It's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to be successful. It's time for all the doors to open in your life. It's time for everything that you lost for you to get it back. Listen, you may be sick. You may be dealing with depression. You may be going through a divorce. You may have been through a divorce. You may be in a toxic relationship. You never knew your father. You may grew up in a single mother home. Maybe you grew up in a dysfunctional family. Maybe you're sick, you have cancer. Maybe you're grieving because you lost a loved one. Listen, it's time for you to prosper in honor of the person that you lost. Principle number 3. It's time for you to become successful. Plain and simple. It's time for you to become successful. You've been at the bottom long enough. You've been at rock bottom long enough. You've been depressed long enough. You've been sick long enough. You struggle long enough. You've been hurt long enough. It is time for you to become successful. Principle number 4. Remember, sometimes you win. And sometimes life has a way of teaching you. I want to tell you this. Sometimes you win. And sometimes you lose. Sometimes life has a way of teaching you. Life has a way of putting things into perspective. And let me tell you something. As long as you're living, as long as you're alive, life is going to happen. Life will happen. But let me tell you this. What are you going to do when life happens? When life happens, are you going to quit? When life happens, are you going to throw in the towel? Or when life happens, you're going to fight back. You're going to fight back. You're going to punch life back. And you're going to tell life, you're going to say, life, you're not going to defeat me. Life, you're not going to beat me. Principle number 5. Greatness starts with a great mindset. Greatness starts with a great mindset. And the question I want to ask you, what kind of mindset do you have? Do you have a positive mindset or do you have a negative mindset? Are you optimistic or are you pessimistic? And this is what I want you to do. If you are negative, I want you to stop being negative. I want you to stop procrastinating. I want you to stop putting it off. And I want you to start being positive. And I want you to get started now. Get started on your dreams right now. Because greatness starts with a great mindset. Principle number 6. If you are going to become great and successful, then you must change your mindset. I'm going to say that again. If you are going to be great and successful, then you must change your mindset. I'm going to say that again. If you're going to become great and successful, you're going to have to change your mindset. And the question I want to ask you, are you willing to change your mindset? Are you willing to stop being negative? And are you willing to start being positive? Because when you start being positive, let me tell you this. When you start being positive, your life will change forever for the better. When you start being positive, you're going to see doors open. Listen, I went from flunking to first grade. I was labeled as retarded. I had a reading and comprehension problem. I had a learning disability. I barely graduated high school. I got in college and got sick and had a nervous breakdown. And I flunked out of college, but I got back in on academic probation. And then in 2009, I became homeless, living on the streets. And then after that, I was innocently shot multiple times and pronounced dead at the hospital. And now, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a certified life coach. And there's been people who were suicidal. They watched my videos and they decided not to commit suicide. People who were going through divorces, people who were depressed, people who were sick. They watched my motivational videos and they decided not to commit, and they decided to better their lives. Listen, you have to change your mindset. You have to change your mindset. And that's why I'm so glad I made a decision. I made a decision to get in front of this camera and change the world. And now I'm a motivational speaker and I have almost 700 motivational videos, and I get in front of this camera for free every day for the whole world. Why? Because it's my time. And not only that, because I love you all and I believe in you. Principle number 7, and I'm closing. This is your time. This is your season. This is your moment. And the question I want to ask you, do you really believe this is your time? Do you really believe this is your season? Do you really believe this is your moment? Principle number 8. It's your time to shine and become successful. Plain and simple. It's time for you to shine. You've been failing long enough. You've been getting rejected long enough. You've been sick long enough. You've been depressed long enough. You've been hurt long enough. You've been through some things. It's your time to shine and become successful. It's your time. If you want to succeed as bad as you want to live, then you'll be successful. How bad do you want to succeed? Do you want to succeed as bad as you want to live? Listen, you can't do it. You can't be it. You can't become it. You can't accomplish your dreams. You must accomplish your dreams. You will accomplish your dreams. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please click the thumbs up and please put positive comments. And if you need to hire a life coach or a motivational speaker, you need someone to speak, or you need a life coach, my website, my contact information is at the bottom of this video. Listen, I am here for you. I believe in you. You are special. You are phenomenal. You are amazing. You can do it. You can be it. And you can become it. Ain't no stopping you now. You're on the move. This is your time. This is your season. This is your moment. On your march. Get set.